All right, so earlier today, Ole Miss beat Oklahoma 34-26 in Norman. It was a really fun game to watch. The Rebels played great and made me some money as I had them winning outright. But the real storyline coming out of this game actually took place with triple zeros on the clock in the post-game interview with Coach Lane Kiffin. Take a look.
Coach Kiffin.
Quieter now than before.
Are you talking a little bit to Oklahoma's players?
This guy yelled at me like during the game like 5 times how great they were and we can't score on them.
The player Coach Kiffin was addressing was David Stone, a sophomore defensive lineman for the Sooners. According to the short interaction we saw, it sounds like Stone was trash-talking Lane at some point during the game. And in Kiffin's claims, Stone told him 5 separate times that the Rebels couldn't score on them, which is odd considering Ole Miss's first possession. They had a nice drive that ended with a field goal, and then they scored a touchdown on their second possession. I skimmed through the game highlights and didn't see any instances where Stone was looking over or barking at the Ole Miss sideline. My best guess is that it could have been after one of these plays, which were 2 massive mistakes by Coach Kiffin in my opinion, where he kept insisting on taking the ball out of QB1's hands, Trinidad Chambliss, who was playing really well and is a really good athlete and was making a lot of plays today with his legs. And Lane was just doing some weird makeshift 2 quarterback or wildcat sets where he would bring in the backup, Austin Simmons, and have him take the snap cold off the bench. The first time he did it was when they were about to score another touchdown, but ended with Simmons throwing 2 incomplete passes, costing them 4 points as they had to take a field goal while Chambliss was on the sideline. And then the second time was even crazier. Ole Miss was up by 12 after halftime. It's 4th and 1 at the Ole Miss 25-yard line. He now has both QBs on the field and doesn't even use either one. He just had them both doing dummy calls and then ran a direct snap to the running back, who gets a bad snap from the center and makes it even worse by trying to one-hand it, then recovers the ball and gets tackled and gives the ball to Oklahoma at their own 15-yard line. Just a terrible play call and coaching blunder all around. One of the worst we've seen so far this season. So my guess would be David Stone was probably trash-talking him after one or both of those plays, but I don't know for sure. As you'd imagine, reporters asked Kiffin about the incident after the game. Here's what he had to say to further explain what had happened.
Is that number 0?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. I was like, who's David's number? Then I knew it. That's just me. I mean, he was talking the whole game to me, and I did a good job, I felt, of not talking back. He just kept telling me we ain't going to score and all this, so I didn't go try to find him. He was just walking by, so I just saw him, so that's just kind of me. Guy's a great player, man, you know. I'm sure he's really enjoyable to coach.
I feel like there's only 2 reactions people will have to this, and it seems like social media is pretty much split down the middle. One, fans will love it and champion the clapback at the player, celebrating the competitiveness and the fire that he showed standing up for himself and his team, especially considering all week Ole Miss fans have been dealing with the rumors about Florida trying to poach him from Oxford and outbid them to get him to Gainesville. Or 2, people will criticize him for being a grown adult and chirping at a college kid, embarrassing him on national TV when it looked like he was coming up to him to say good game after the clock had hit 0, especially when you're the one who won the game, which on paper does sound kind of like a classless move. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. How do you feel about Coach Kiffin's interaction with David Stone post-game? Was it classless, or was it just Lane being Lane? Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.